Hello everyone, welcome to an academy. This is the daily analysis of the Hindu in less than 10 minutes presented to you by me, Dipanshu Singh. So today is 5th of January 2017. In case you wish to read more about me, you can go through this slide. You can also follow me on an academy on this link to get updates on my courses and on my videos. But please recommend each and every video. Do rate and review the course in the course review sections and write in your suggestions as well. So a practice question for you guys today. So what is this term misentry as reported in news lately related to? So here are your options, and do answer your options in the comment sections below, and try and answer this question without Googling. So you can Google it afterwards, but please initially please try and answer the question without looking at Google. So the national page news is firstly Jagdish Singh Kheher has been appointed and sworn in as the 44th Chief Justice of India by the President of India, and he is the first Sikh to hold that post. And the other one is regarding that there will be a daily hearing on Kaveri appeals from February 7th. Supreme Court has stated that despite Article 262 that the Supreme Court has jurisdiction under Article 136, which is a constitutional right, and it cannot be taken away from legislation, that it can adjudicate water disputes provided that the parties first actually go to the water tribunal, and then if they are not that satisfied, they can come back and approach the Supreme Court under a special leave petition, which is filed under the Article 136 against any judgment, decree or appeal determination in any cause or matter passed by any court or tribunal for that cause. And UAE's army is likely to march on Rajpath during Republic Day celebrations this year, and the chief guest will be the Sheikh Mohammed bin Zayed Al Nahyan, who is the Crown Prince of UAE. And recently, the relations between India and UAE have improved a lot post Modi's push to connecting and moving beyond Southeast Asia looking towards look west policy. And even though UAE is one of the biggest ally of Pakistan, the relations have recently greatly improved between India and UAE. And yesterday there was a news that the UAE government seized actually Dawood Ibrahim's asset as well. And the French army was the first one which created history last year by being the first foreign army to participate in Republic's Day celebrations. So this time there could be a possibility of UAE's army. And the other news is regarding the Cain-Betwa river linking project, which is now facing a hurdle because the Niti Aayog has actually recommended that the MP should contribute 40% of the project cost, with the central government contributing 60%. But the Ministry of Water Resources has actually opposed this and requested that 90% of the funds should be routed through the centre. And the project has already been given a go-ahead clearance by the NBWL. So what is this NBWL? Please mention in the comment sections below. I want to know from you guys what is NBWL. So the little details about the project. So 10,000 crore, it's a 10,000 rupees crore project which will irrigate drought-prone Bundelkhand region of MP and UP. But it will, at the same time, there's an issue of submergence and affecting of wildlife of the Panna Tiger Reserve, and even there's a vulture sanctuary over there which will be affected. However, the main feature of the project is a 230 long canal and a series of barrages and dams that will be connecting the Cain and Betwa rivers. So you can go through this map. This is the official map under the and government's map under the National Water Development Agency. So linking of Cain and Betwa, the red part is the linking part, the other thing is about the proposal also includes construction of a dam across the Cain River, upstreaming of the existing Ganga Veer. So Ganga Veer is over here, and the Dhodhan Dam will be also constructed with a dam at Dhodhan at 2.5 kilometer upstream of the existing Ganga Veer is proposed. So whenever you look at this region, always try and look through maps, so that way you'll be in a much better position to answer questions. And some details about the National Water Development Agency. It was actually set up in July 1982 as an autonomous society under the Societies Registration Act of 1860 to carry out the water balance and other studies in a scientific and a realistic basis, obviously to work on the water resources of the peninsular river systems. And in 1990 it was given and entrusted additional responsibility of the task of Himalayan river development component of national perspective. So these are some of the proposed interlinking water transfer projects in India. So last year in prelims as well, there was a question regarding Godavari linking project. And some details about river basin in India. So India's WRAS, the Water Research Institute, says that India has been contained and categorized under 25 major river basins and has 103 sub-basins, and the entire country has been divided into 22 basins as per Central Water Commission. And as per the National Commission for Integrated Water Resources Development Plan, the entire country has been divided into 24 basins, and the entire system of the country has been divided into 34 basins as per the Central Groundwater Board. So different organizations, different divisions of the river basins. So the next news is regarding Team Indus, which will actually help brew beer on the moon. So it's the only Indian team which is competing for the Google Lunar X Prize. This is a $30 million prize, global competition to challenge and inspire engineers and entrepreneurs to develop low-cost methods of robotic space exploration. And in order to win this prize, a privately funded team should successfully place a robot on the moon that explores at least 500 meters and transmits high-definition video and images back to Earth. And it has also entered into a commercial agreement to carry a robotic rover developed by Hakuto, that is the Japanese team, in the Google Lunar X Prize. And now only you will need a thumb imprint to help and detect jaundice. So detecting hyperbilirubinemia is a condition in which the amount of bilirubin in the blood is in excess and turns the sclera of the eye, urine, and even the skin yellow. So pilia is what is the common term used in Hindi in India regarding this disease. So this was a research done in Indian Institute of Technology, Guwahati. So the patient only needs to press the thumb on the membrane for a few minutes. That will detect and restore the yellow luminescence using the gold nano clusters. And the way to test it on different people is with the different concentration of bilirubin. The amount of copper changes as per the membrane or containing gold nano clusters. Now, international page news is that the state media has cautioned China over India's labor cost edge. So India is anticipated as the next manufacturing hub, at least what it is assumed to be. And even India is pushing for that position, trying to fill in the position which is vacated by China through Make in India program, Skill India program, and other related programs. And India has currently a conducive environment to become global manufacturing hub, because we have a large pool of cheap labor which is available, and government is also inviting firms to Make in India with attractive policies. But the biggest issue with India is the lack of skilled labor and a nurtured skilled labor force. So Skill India program can actually help in it. So we'll have to see how it goes around. But definitely we need to work upon the demographic dividend we have and how we channelize it in making India a manufacturing hub. So the business page news is that the services sector has shrinked in a second straight month. The Nikkei India Service PMI, which tracks the services sector companies on a monthly basis, stood at 46.8 in December, which is largely unchanged from November 46.7. So this basically represents contraction, and any figure below 50 denotes contraction, and the index has slipped because of the issue of demonetization and lack of demand, and obviously the informal sector taking a huge hit, which employs a large number of large number of labor force. And the TRI has issued a paper on net neutrality, so it has sought comments on what the principles are for ensuring non-discriminatory access to content on the internet, and how it can be used in Indian context, and how as to internet traffic and providers of internet services should be understood in the context of net neutrality. And net neutrality basically is a principle that helps individuals that should be free. That decides that individuals there should be free access to all content and applications equally, regardless of the source, and internet service providers without any discrimination against any specific online services or websites. So this is very important for providing a level playing field. Also to boost the startup culture in India, this is required as well. So this is it for today, guys. I hope you liked the video. If you have any suggestions or comments, you can comment in the down sections below. Otherwise, you can also mention it in the review section. But please do rate and review the course, and I would urge you also to kindly recommend each and every video. Press the thumbs up button, the up arrow button below every video. So till next video, thank you so much, guys, and have a good day.